Welcome back to another self-reliance and wise utilization of resource video. Today we're going to learn how to provide power or recharge cell phone or Bluetooth devices with nothing more than a couple of store-bought batteries. Please stay tuned. Well, I'm not out in the wilderness right now, but you can use this out there. Just bring the extra batteries. A lot of people don't want to carry a lot of extra stuff, especially if the power goes out in your place and you have no ability to charge and you have to be at work in 3 hours or so. You can charge your cell or your earwig, your Bluetooth device, using just a couple of batteries. And all it takes is this, made it from Radio Shack or the electronics store, which is just two 9-volt battery connectors separated, the red wires together and the black wires are together. The reason it's not, well, we'll say different, is you can put two 9-volt batteries together in series, which means plug the negative to the positive like that. Then you've got negative, positive, negative, positive, and then attach a regular car charger to some of these clips, the alligator clips, on the two available ports. Then you've got 9 volts running into 9 volts and through, so it's 18 volts to this. This is a 12-volt car charger plug. The rating on it is from 12 volts to 24, so you can run 18 volts through it. The only concern is the capacitors and the resistors within this unit. Inside the USB car charger is this little gem, the female USB port, and some capacitors. It's got some another resistor or diode or whatever. On the back, of course, is just typical circuit board. The electricity is stored inside the capacitors and then fed to the USB at 5 volts. If you're going to charge your Bluetooth device, you do have to have the cord that comes with it, but you just plug it in and you see it's USB. Anything that can be charged with USB and can fit in here. This is the crucial element that makes it possible, because this is a reducer. So you can put whatever electricity you want through the back of this. 2 9 volts, 3 9 volts even, and it will reduce it to 5 volts. So your phone that you don't want to ruin and your Bluetooth device aren't going to get more than they're supposed to through this. I mentioned that you can put the two 9 volts together in series, plug them like this, or you can put them together parallel, both negatives together, both positives together, which is what this clip does. As you can see, both positives together, both negatives. That's called hooking them up in parallel. The benefit to that is it keeps the volts at 9 volts, but doubles the current. So it's a faster transfer rate to the phone, it's a faster recharge on your other utilities, and without overdoing the volts. This is going to reduce to 5 volts anyway, so you really don't need to put these in sequence. 18 volts has a very low current. I'll see if I can explain that. When considering volts versus current, consider a boat on the water. This is actually not the best analogy. We'll just use this. A 9 volts is a 9-volt boat. When you put it on the water, it has a slow current. It's a slow transfer rate, so it's 9 volts slowly moving through the wire into the device you want to charge. If you hook the two batteries together in sequence, it's a larger boat, more volts, but still moving slowly on a slow current. Whereas if you have two 9-volt batteries together, but not like that, in parallel, positives to positives, negatives together, and tie your leads to that, then you've got a 9-volt boat, which doesn't really make the boat much bigger, but it travels twice as fast. So we can keep the volts low and have a much faster current with them hooked in sequence, or rather not sequence, but parallel. And that's what these do. So when you have the batteries attached, and you have both positives together and both negatives together, you can hook up your USB device. The positive is always the bottom. This is the spring button on the bottom of the car charger. I used a heavy plier and I flattened it out to make it easier to grip with the alligator clips. That's the positive, and you see that when you touch the negative, you get the light. So that's ready to go. Reducing 9 volts with double the current, double the speed, down to 5 volts for your phone, but this allows for 1,000 milliamps. It's not going to reduce the speed, it's only going to reduce the volts. So you still get the benefit from twice the current. You can also unscrew this and pull that cap off, and the spring sticks out, and you can clip the positive onto the spring much easier. So now we have the two 9 volts hooked up. We're going to connect the car charger to your phone through the wire that came with it, or if you're lucky enough, the connection to your phone will be one of the USB sizes, and you can get this. This is the correct USB size to eliminate the length of the wire. And you can just plug it, rather this way, into your phone, and I'll show you that in a second, but let's make sure this works. So we connect the power leads, and watch. The capacitors have to do their trick. I connected both negatives. That's not good. Here we go. There we go. We have a steady current charge. Rather, we have a steady 9 volts, even though we have two batteries. That's double the charging speed, double the current to the phone. And now it's charging. So there it is. You can charge your non-iPhone or your Bluetooth or MP3 player or anything else in the middle of a power outage, or out in the woods, or in your car you have a dead battery, or what have you, whatever circumstance you need, you can run them off. It doesn't work with an iPhone because iPhones have very specific power requirements, and they seem to change with every update. They make sure that you can't use anything but their equipment. This is what it looks like when you use the non-cord, made in China, waited 3 weeks for it, single connector. Without having to use the cord, you're going to save on juice, and you're also going to save on current. You're going to be able to more directly take advantage of the faster current because it's not traveling through 26 feet of cord. So look for your USB size and make it your phone size to male USB. And there it is. Charge up your utilities with standard 9-volt batteries. Ideally, this is all that you have to carry. Oh wait, no, let's redo that. I don't edit out my mistakes because that's how we learn. That, which is even less, is ideally all that you'd have to carry, because if you ran out of power you'd simply, if you're at home in a power outage, you just go over to the shelf or the drawer over there where the flashlights are and get a couple of 9s, plug it in, and you're ready. But if you have this in your pocket and your Bluetooth goes dead, you simply pop in a Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, any of the stores, Johnny Quick, whatever. You can pick up a couple of 9 volts, attach them, put the deal in your pocket, and charge it as you walk. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this not gonna fry your equipment video on how to recharge with just a couple of 9 volts. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more exciting updates as they occur.